Do you have what it takes to defeat Mark the Beast Labette and his fellow trivia geniuses? Find out tonight on Masterminds. And here's your host, Brooke Burns.
Hello and welcome to Masterminds, a game of trivia, smarts, and strategy. Let's meet our challengers. She's a marketing manager of global campaigns that loves the outdoors and cooking. Say hello to Allison. He's a software developer and father of two who loves space exploration. Welcome, Scott, to the show. She's a hardworking mom of two boys who loves to fish. Let's give a warm welcome to Laura. It's great to have you guys on the show. Are you ready to meet the Masterminds?
Let's do it.
Okay, let's do it. You seem so excited. I love that. As a United States chess expert, he's always 3 steps ahead. Today, he's looking to make his move into the winner's circle. It's Jonathan Corblaw. She's won big money on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, 500 questions, and went head-to-head with Mark the Beast Labette on The Chase. It's Muffy Morocco. He has a master's from Oxford, a post-grad degree from the University of Exeter, and law from the University of Glamorgan. He has more degrees than a 5-alarm fire. My pal, Mark the Beast Labette. Also known as Beastie. Happy to have you, sir.
It's a pleasure to be here, and already I'm excited at meeting Alison. Outdoors and cooking. Barbecue!
Sounds like he wants to hang out after the show. Exactly. All right, here's how we play. I'll ask you a series of trivia questions over 3 rounds of escalating difficulty. At the end of the game, the highest scoring challenger will face the highest scoring mastermind in the ultimate trivia showdown for $10,000. If a challenger wins, they will come back to compete again. And if a challenger wins 2 times, then they will be crowned a mastermind and potentially take the place of one of our masterminds on this stage. In round 1, there are 7 subjects, each with a corresponding question. All challengers and masterminds will play. Correct answers are worth 100 points. Good luck. The first subject is geography. The Mid-Oceanic Ridge System was originally discovered running down the middle of what ocean? The Atlantic, Pacific, or Indian? Everyone's locked in. The correct answer is the Atlantic. Challengers, how'd we do? All right, well done, Scott and Laura, 100 points apiece. Masterminds, what about you? 100 points across the board.
Yeah, they discovered it while they were laying pipes transatlantic under the bottom of the ocean. And I think plate tectonics, that's where the North American and the European plates are meeting and going.
There's still so much we don't know about the depths of the sea. It's fascinating, huh?
Yeah, we know less about it than the moon.
Thank you, Beastie. The next subject is food. In 1986, what became Louisiana's official state donut? French cruller, beignet, or eclair? And the correct answer is the beignet. Challengers, did we know this one? Yes, we did, for 100 points across the board. Well done, that's what I like to see. Masterminds, how about you? Of course, 100 points across the board. Delicious.
It technically shouldn't count as a donut because it doesn't have a hole. Like, come on.
Is that what defines a donut really, is the hole?
Let me ask my pal, Homer Simpson. Damn right it defines a donut. A donut has a hole.
But you can eat a donut hole, so...
What about a jelly donut? It's filled with the jelly. It's like a thing. It's like, as long as it's fried and has sugar, I think it's fine.
I agree with Muffy.
I am donut inclusive.
So a churro's a donut.
We're getting now into like, is a hot dog a sandwich territory.
The next subject is jobs. What was the main occupation of the supergroup of lousy musicians known as the Rock Bottom Remainders? Mathematicians, politicians, or authors? Thank you. The correct answer is authors. Challengers? Okay, Laura, well done for 100 points. Masterminds? Muffy and Beastie, 100 points apiece.
So this group involved authors like Dave Barry. It's a bit of a pun. Remainders are the books that are left over and unsold from an initial issuing, and so that's why they're the rock bottom remainders. They're basically bargain bin books.
Wow, okay.
Yes, that's where I pick up all Jonathan's chess books.
Thank you, Muffy. The next subject is, which came first? Which came first, Happy, Doc, or Sleepy? the Mona Lisa's smile, the doctoral degree, or the spring mattress? The correct answer is the doctoral degree. Challengers. I see Scott was cheering, so well done, Scott. 100 points for you. Masterminds? How about over here? All right, for Beastie and Jonathan, 100 points apiece.
Well, my old Oxford College was founded in the 14th century, and you could certainly get master's degrees back then, so I assumed you could also get doctoral degrees. And I was right.
Thank you, Beastie. The next subject is TV. After 54 years in show business, Henry Winkler got a thumbs up from the Emmys in 2018, winning for what series? The Kominsky Method, Barry, or Transparent? All right, the correct answer is Barry. Challengers, how do we do on this one? I love it when I see the green light up over here. Congratulations, 100 points across the board. Masterminds? All right, for Muffy and Jonathan, 100 points apiece.
Henry Winkler famously played the Fonz, which, he jumped the shark and all the cool stuff there. But, Barry's an amazing show, and he just won for that.
The great fitting thing is he plays an acting coach on Barry, so he won for his acting.
Hey. The next subject is accomplishments. American endurance athlete Colin O'Brady trekked 932 miles in 54 days for the first solo journey across what world desert? The Arctic Polar Desert, Sahara Desert, or Antarctic Polar Desert? The correct answer is the Antarctic Polar Desert. Challengers, did we know this one? All right, Allison did for 100 points. Well done. Masterminds? Beastie for 100 points. Is this something that you would ever be interested in doing?
Well, some British explorers have tried to do it, and it's very tough. And of course, the trap is desert. The definition of no rainfall, there's parts of the Antarctica hasn't been rained for millions of years. And it's far bigger than the Sahara.
Oh my goodness, yeah, that's just something that's not on my bucket list.
I'd be perfect down at... Me and the Emperor Penguins would be right at home.
All right, we'll sign you up then, Beastie. Thank you, Beast. The last subject is technology. In addition to viewing their cars, what else can you order from Tesla's website? Solar roof, a ticket on SpaceX, or an electric drone? And the correct answer is solar roof. Did we know this? All right, two of you did. Allison and Scott, 100 points apiece. Congratulations. Let's see how our masterminds did. Nobody. That's it for round one for our challengers. Scott, you're in the lead with 500 points. Congratulations. And for our masterminds, it's Beastie in the lead with 500. When we return, the points get higher and the questions get more difficult as we get closer to determining who will play for $10,000. More masterminds after this. Welcome back to Masterminds. In this round, both the challengers and the masterminds will write in their answers for a chance to build their score. There are 5 subjects, and correct answers are now worth 200 points. At the end of this round, the challenger and the mastermind with the lowest scores will be eliminated. Let's play. The first subject is money. ATMs in the Vatican offer instructions in what traditional liturgical language? Thank you. The correct answer is Latin. How'd we do, challengers? All right, 200 points across the board. Congratulations. Masterminds, 200 points for you as well.
The language of the Pope and liturgy. I can't think of too much else. It's dead.
I think it's the only country in the world which still has Latin as an official language.
I can't believe they have ATMs at the Vatican. Is that so they can get their 10% tithe right away?
The Vatican actually also has its own post office.
True.
And you can, take some money out for souvenirs. I personally have a snow globe with the Pope in it.
All right, thank you, masterminds. The next subject is organizations. Paul McCartney and Pamela Anderson have been spokespeople for what animal rights group founded in 1980? And the correct answer is PETA. Challengers? Yeah, well done. 200 points across the board. Masterminds, 200 points for you as well.
So PETA stands for People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals. In the early days of the internet, somebody registered the PETA web address as People for the Eating of Tasty Animals, and there was a lawsuit.
Oh, yes, as there
Because
should
that's
have
quite
been.
the opposite of their mission.
Opposite, indeed.
I thought it was a good idea at the time.
Beastie. Thank you, masterminds. The next subject is fashion. What type of waterproof fabric lent its name to a famous brand of Scottish raincoat? Thank you. The correct answer is Macintosh. Challengers, how'd we do? No points on this one. Okay. Masterminds, what about you guys? Well done, Muffy and Beastie. Do they make one in your size, Beastie?
It's the law. You have to have one in the UK. It's so wet. It's made with vulcanized rubber these days, obviously waterproof and nice and sort of lightweight. Because if you've ever spent time in Britain, you know there's always a shower around the corner.
Thank you, Beastie. The next subject is Scripture. Which book of the Bible is divided into the most chapters? Everybody's locked in. The correct answer is Psalms. Challengers? Okay, well done. Scott and Laura, 200 points apiece. Congratulations. Masterminds, 200 points across the board. It is time for the final question of this round. This question is worth 400 points. This will determine who will be moving on to the next round. Here is your final subject. The subject is literature. Jane is the first name of which kindly old mystery solver from the English village of St. Mary Mead? For 400 points, the correct answer is Miss Marple. How'd we do, challengers? All right, well done. Scott and Laura, 400 points apiece added to your score, which means both of you will be moving on to the next round. Congratulations. Allison, thank you so much for being here. And on our mastermind side, how did you guys do? All right, 400 points across the board. That means that Muffy and Beastie will be moving on. Jonathan, we'll see you next time. When we come back, it's Challenger versus Challenger and Mastermind versus Mastermind to determine who will compete in the ultimate trivia showdown for $10,000. More Masterminds right after this. Welcome back to Masterminds. It all comes down to this. Which challenger will face the top mastermind for $10,000? We're about to find out. But first, let's get to know them better. Scott, tell me how you became interested in space exploration.
I grew up in the 60s, so I'm a child of Apollo. And on top of that, my dad actually worked on the Apollo project, so it kind of runs in the family. So I'm very interested in space, and I actually get to go to adult space camp.
No.
Yes.
Is that a real thing?
It's a real thing.
That sounds amazing. I want to go to space camp. All right, anyways, well, good luck. Welcome to the show. Laura, how often do you fish?
Well, I've always loved fishing. Before I got married to my husband, I lived on a fishing boat in Marina del Rey. We take it out deep sea fishing and catch our own yellowtail, make our own sashimi out in the ocean. But now I'm a parent and I don't do that anymore. So I take my kids fishing at the pier. My son has a crab trap. He catches tons of crabs. We've had crab dinners and we cook our fresh fish.
Aw, how old are your boys?
17 and 16.
Oh, that's so much fun. How
It
lovely
is.
that you get to share that with them.
It is.
How interesting. All right. Well, welcome to the show, you guys. Good luck. I hope somebody here takes home some money. In this round, first the challengers and then the masterminds will face off in a timed trivia battle. The first question will be worth 500 points, and each question that follows will be worth an additional 100 points. This is truly anyone's game. Challengers, are you ready?
Let's go.
All right, let's put 60 seconds on the clock. Your time will begin when I finish reading the first question. Good luck. 500 points. Native to Australia, Tasmania, and nearby islands, what tree's leaves are essential to the diet of the koala? Laura.
Eucalyptus?
Correct. 600 points. The name of what classic French stew literally means rooster with wine? Laura.
Coq au vin?
Correct. 700 points. For over 50 years, what boxing game pits the Red Rocker versus the Blue Bomber in the ring? Scott.
Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
Correct. 800 points. The civil rights advocacy group National Action Network was founded by what reverend? Scott.
Jesse Jackson.
No. Laura.
I don't know.
Al Sharpton. 900 points. What fashion accessory comes in styles such as the trilby? Time. Hat. 1,000 points. Army physician Walter Reed proved that mosquitoes transmitted what disease? Scott.
Malaria.
No. Laura?
Oh, West Nile virus?
Yellow fever. 1,100 points. Little Richard kicked what Purple Haze guitarist out of his band for constantly being late? Laura?
Prince?
Nope. Scott?
Jimi Hendrix.
Correct. 1,200 points. What novella begins? In our family, there was no clear line between religion and... I tried to get it out. Sorry about that. Congratulations, Scott. $1,000 you just made, and the chance to play for $10,000. Well done. Laura, it was lovely to have you here. Thank you so much. Enjoy your boys.
I will.
All right, now we just have to find out which mastermind you'll be facing. You guys know how this works. Are you ready? Let's go ahead and put 60 seconds on the clock. Your time will begin when I finish reading the first question. 500 points. Bunker and tower are two types of what structure used for storing grain? Muffy.
Silo.
Correct. 600 points. While on a houseboat in California's Richardson Bay, who was inspired to write sitting on the dock of the bay? Muffy.
Otis Redding.
Correct. 700 points. Known as George H.W. Bush's summer White House, in which state will you find Walker's Point? Beast.
Texas.
No. Muffy.
Maine.
Correct. 800 points. What long German word means pleasure at someone else's misfortune? Muffy.
Schadenfreude.
Correct. 900 points. In the computer language acronym ASCII, the C stands for what? Beast.
Code.
Correct. 1,000 points. What play about military lawyers defending Marines at Guantanamo Bay was writer Aaron Sorkin's Broadway debut? Muffy.
A Few Good Men.
Correct. 1,100 points. It's not nice to fool Mother Nature was the marketing slogan for which margarine brand? Beast.
I can't believe it's not butter.
Nope. Muffy.
Parquet.
Chiffon margarine. 1,200 points. Who was the first South Korean diplomat to serve as Secretary General of the United Nations? Muffy.
Ban Ki-moon.
Correct. 1,300 points. What North American apex reptile goes through 2,000 to 3,000 teeth in a lifetime? Muffy.
Alligator.
Can we give it to her? Yeah! Well done, Muffy. You are tonight's top mastermind. 7,700 points. Beastie, we'll see you next time. That means that Scott and Muffy will be going head-to-head in our ultimate trivia showdown. Can Scott win $10,000 and take one step closer to becoming a mastermind? Find out when we come back. Welcome back to Masterminds. Scott has won $1,000 and will now face Muffy Morocco in the ultimate trivia showdown for $10,000. Here's how we play. I'll read 4 questions to Scott and Muffy, and they will each write down their answers. Once the players have locked in their responses, I'll reveal the correct answers. If Scott gets the highest score, then he will win $10,000. It is now time to find out if Scott will win $10,000. Let's begin. Here's your first question. With garbage disposal clogs and bathroom traffic, Roto-Rooter's busiest day of the year is the day after what holiday? Thank you. Scott, you said?
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. Muffy, how about you?
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving as well. The correct answer is Thanksgiving. Well done, and it's 1-1. And here's your next question. Though tying an Olympic record in the 200 meters at the 1936 Olympics, Jackie Robinson's brother Mac came in second to whom? Scott?
I blanked and put Max Schmeling.
Max Schmeling. All right, Muffy, what did you say?
Jesse Owens.
Jesse Owens. The correct answer is Jesse Owens. When you hear it, you know it, right?
You're right.
Oh, man. All right, Scott, so the score is 1-2. Here's your third question. Of the 4 U.S. state capitals named for presidents, which one is furthest east? Thank you. Scott, what's your answer?
Madison.
Madison. Muffy?
Jefferson City.
Jefferson City. The correct answer is Madison! Yes, Scott! And you guys are tied. It's 2-2. Unbelievable. If you get this right and Muffy gets it wrong, you will win the $10,000. Good luck, sir.
Thank you.
And here's your final question. What author of The Ring and the Book is buried in Poets' Corner at Westminster Abbey, though his wife is not? Scott, what's your answer?
Marlowe.
Marlowe. Muffy?
Browning.
Browning. All right, Scott, if Marlowe is right, you will win the $10,000. The correct answer is... Browning. So sorry, couldn't quite pull off the 10K, but you're still going home with $1,000. You played a great game. Thank you so much for being here. Buffy, wonderful as always. Join us next time to see who can outsmart the best players in the world right here on Masterminds.